Hi guys, it's December 15, 2020, and you're watching me, Nikki, you also known as Faces Trader, and we're gonna discuss the Awesome10X PICS Global Market Update. So actually, today I want to discuss actually a few companies that are interesting, fresh hot off the press a few hours ago, a few days ago. So recently, let's take a look at some cannabis SPACs, cannabis names that are also SPACs, and also some earnings report on some cannabis names. So recently, this SPAC called Silver Spike Acquisition soared more than 30%. This SPAC just announced its plans to bring a cannabis company public. So what is that company? They're going to introduce a cannabis tech platform, WeedMaps, which is gonna operate an online listing marketplace for cannabis consumers. What is this? What is with WeedMaps? It says that WeedMaps marketplace has around 10 million monthly active users and around 18,000 business listings in USA, where there is a legal cannabis market. The company believes that the market in the US is likely to double over the next 5 years, and that will actually become a lead supporter to that growth. Similarly, of course, the legalization of cannabis is hard to predict. That's why not everyone knows the timeline on these legal cannabisation rules. What exactly is WeedMaps Marketplace? All right, I don't know too, so we're going to begin and actually try to answer that ourselves. WeedMaps, all right. It says on its Wikipedia, WeedMaps, marijuana dispensaries and delivery near you. WeedMaps is a tech company serving the cannabis industry, founded by Justin Hartfield and Keith Horling. It has more than 400 employees, founded July 2008, around 12 years ago. And the subsidiaries are Cannabis Science, MMJ Menu. They've got these. So let's take a look at the website, guys. Okay, so dispensary, they've got retailers outside the region, local law supplies. What is this? What does WeedMaps do? It is a community connecting cannabis consumers, patients, retailers, doctors, and brands since 2008. About company, what does this do, guys? It's new. I don't know anything about it, so we're going to read it together. WeedMaps is the leading tech and software infrastructure provider to the cannabis industry. We have a strong belief in the power of cannabis and the importance of enabling safe legal access to consumers worldwide. We've been working tirelessly not only to be the most comprehensive platform for consumers, but wield the software that power businesses compliantly in the space to advocate for legalization, social equity, facilitating further learning through partnering with dozens of subject matter experts about the plant. Now, the mission is to power up a transparent and inclusive global cannabis company. Now, in its second decade, WMH, WeedMaps wants to be a driving force behind much of the legislative change that we have seen in the last 10 years. What are our products? Our signature consumer-facing platform, which is available at weedmaps.com, is native through Android and iOS apps. Says here that we've got local retailing, online ordering, brand listings, product discovery, education on cannabis history, uses, and legal status. They said that our company is located in Irvine, California. We are also in Denver, Tucson, New York, Barcelona, and Toronto. Given our strong global footprint, deep relationships with participants all over the world, with the supply chain unparalleled, understanding of the landscape at the federal, state, and local levels, WMH WeedMaps is uniquely positioned to continue as its role as a leading tech provider serving the cannabis economy. All right, let's take a look at the investors presentation, if any. I'm gonna take a look at that. Ta-da! All right, so it says here in hello, this is Scott Gordon. I'm the CEO of Silver Spike Capital. Can you read that for me? We're very excited to discuss the merger between Silver Spike and WM Holdings in what we believe will be a tremendous partnership. Silver Spike is an this is a SPAC, all right? And then we launched our SPAC August last year, We want to transform e-commerce experience for cannabis by combining the largest audience for the frequent cannabis users with the broadest set of brands and retailers. They have created the 12-year advantage, solving the very complex issues such as normalizing product data drive, through the software. Okay. Increase bills. Thank you, Scott. Okay, I don't understand what. Okay, I'll go to the more meaty stuff. Okay, I ended up coming to the company 5.5 years ago. We have been executing business in a box, bringing the executive team that you saw on the last slide in terms of the then versus now. When I came aboard, it was just 65 employees, 43 million in revenue, and almost all of that revenue came from California. Fast forward today, we have 400 employees, 6x, over 40% of our headcount, but engineering, product, and design. We are on track to hit $160 million revenue and $135 million in EBITDA. Looking at the marketplace side of the equation that WMH has on the demand side, we have the highest volume of users for cannabis. These are overwhelmingly high-value cannabis consumers. And by that, what I mean is when you look at the general population, less than 10% consume cannabis monthly, and these are the lifeblood of cannabis retailers and brands in terms of driving sales. When you look at WeedMaps, over 90% of our monthly users report consuming cannabis at least monthly. In fact, over 70% consume it daily. What we've done is to effectively down segments to the most valuable audience that is most critical, where we see the audience capture manifest sort of a traditional site metric, things like high average session length, the high number of engagements per session, an average order size of about $100. Okay, are they the Amazon of cannabis, guys? Are they the Shopify of cannabis? Let's see. Okay, what we see in the last 6 to 12 months is consumer affinity, quantify. Okay, let's see. I will read more. It's about how many pages. Forward-looking statements. Let's see. Moving on to the next slide. All right, these are all touching on the transaction highlights. The pro forma of $1.5 billion implies 6.8 times 7-year sales and 4.7 times revenue multiple. We're raising a commitment of about $325 million at $10 per share. It has been meaningfully oversubscribed. Important to note that Chris, myself, our entire management team is rolling out 100% of our equity into this transaction, and we are not selling into this deal. I like that, meaning the management is confident in the next 5 to 10 years. Moving on to the middle of this page, you can see in terms of cash resources, the cash will be $575 million. Silver Spike will end up with $250 million cash and trust. And we anticipate that cash will be about $450 million, primarily capital for our company. We are deliberately a SaaS business model. Good job. Heavily e-commerce enabling component, operating in end markets with high degrees of regulation, thorny issues that needs to be solved, latency, complexity, blah, blah, blah. All right, I get your point. You're kind of like saying that you're a Shopify of cannabis, right? So how much gross margins do they even have? Let's see. They said that, okay, when we started 2020, 40% growth on the top line, EBITDA, all right, I can see that. 160 million, okay, I see that already, the revenues. I need to see your gross merchandise value. All right. Gross merchandise value is, all right, what is it? What's your number? We have 1.5 billion annualized run rate GMV. And that represents an opportunity for us when federal regulation allows us to take true rates or swipe fees against transaction activity or repayments volume. Okay, not bad. I'm going to take a look more, huh? I'm going to see WeedMaps investor presentation. I want to see if they have a good presentation. 5 days ago, in this investor presentation, cannabis advertising platform going public, the inevitable business of cannabis, is the devil is in the details, the cannabis law report. Let's see. The ticker symbol, guys, is SSPK. The investor presentation is, if you're thinking of spending money, we want you to read this article. Let's see. WeedMaps notes federal probe into cannabis businesses is unresolved. Federal investigation, blank check acquisition, subpoena regarding the company's business dealings. The DOJ hasn't been resolved. So the U.S. attorney is giving them a lot of subpoenas, identifying nearly 100 companies, requesting a huge swath of records. In this disclosure, the DOJ is saying that the primary focus is their relationship with cannabis retailers, which may not have been properly licensed in their advertising platform. Okay, so basically they've got 100 retailers inside that probably don't have, they don't have the proper laws, so they have to help them legalize it, right? So I think that is not a big problem. All right, let's see the investor's presentation. WM Holding Company. The leadership team, all right. So Chris Beals, Arden Lee, Stephen Zhang, Justin Dean, all right, they came from some good companies, Nike, Goldman Sachs, Davis Polk, Instacart, Google, all right. Twitter, Snapchat, okay. Why is it the leading marketplace? 12-year operating history, 10 million plus MAU, 18,000 business listings, all right. 43 million to 160 million in just 5 years, not bad. And you can see the EBITDA. Okay, it looks like a Shopify, right? Okay, I can see that. Your users, your business clients, all right. Evolution of the subscription package. WM's Business in a Box provides an integrated solution to drive growth. Okay, launch date, convert traffic. Okay. In the early innings of a multi-decade growth cycle, legalize adult use, medical and decriminalize. All right. I know that yes, I agree with that. We are still in the early innings. Unlike any sector, yeah, you have so much regulation. You got to fix that. So we provide them with the journey. WeedMaps is actually the most downloaded app. It's not bad, no? How many are downloading it? Well, the fact that they have 10 million, right? It's not bad. It means that they've got the users and they're going to grow. SaaS solution, acquire, re-engage with users, promote the offering, enable the off-platform, run, restock, all right. So what is it? WeedMaps makes the complex simple, reach high-value users. All right, those are 10% of the population with an average ticket of about $50 to $100 per transaction. Enable, scalable, compliance, good job. So cannabis delivery is so difficult, and so they need to handle all those legalities. Here's what that means. So they've got a built-in, I guess they've got more legalities, achieving a scale, so they're gonna help the users find the retailers faster, not bad. So WM is a category-defining platform offering across both cannabis and traditional tech. So yeah, so that's true. They're saying that they are a cannabis-focused tech solution with a breadth. And WM is the leader versus who are these whoever's. And they don't work with the current solutions like Shopify or Zillow or Lightspeed, Match. So they're in this. All right, got it. They're niche, the WeedMaps marketplace. All right, so it's a little bit like they're saying that they're an e-commerce platform. They're like a Shopify, a SaaS. Okay, first look first, I think it's good, guys. Retailer density in existing markets has yet to reach maturity, long-term growth, implied cannabis retail license, got a lot of licenses, lots of growth. Okay, and I saw that they're trying to sell $1.5 billion. So the market cap, I think, is proper. Early innings, financial performance, growth opportunity. You've got the growth, you've got the margins. Gross margin has been increasing, 95% gross margin, just like all typical SaaS model. That's good, guys. I think we have a winner here. Generate profitable growth, transaction summary. Who are the investors here? Aside from, of course, the owners. Comparisons. Yeah, I guess they're trying to compare themselves with the e-commerce enabled platforms. So they're very cheap. 6 times versus the median of about 18 times, meaning 300% move in terms of discount. I think we have a good play here. The ticker symbol, guys, is SSPK. Let me show that to you guys. Trading View. Thank you to Awesome10X members for actually giving me ideas. This came from an Awesome10X member. Told me to study it. So inside the Awesome10X is a bunch of people who are really hungry and staying hungry for 100x moves, 10x moves, even if we've already made a lot of money this year. Tradingview.com. Take a look at this. I think that since that initial announcement of SSPK becoming WeedMaps Marketplace, the market was already joyous. See that big move from about 15.5? You've got a gap up of about 50%. So I think more people are really bullish on this name. This drop today about 12.36 is an opportunity to buy, even if it goes down back to about 11 or 10. So Awesome10X is willing to buy all these 20% drops, even if it opens at about 13 tonight. Also gonna open and buy there. Okay, there's more. Let's discuss more companies. So last night, Hexo also reported revenues, December 14 last night. Hexo rises 10% on robust quarter 1 revenue, net loss improved. Hexo said that after the results, full year 2021 first quarter, net revenue is about 30 million Canadian dollars and 103% year-on-year due to the growth of adult use cannabis sales, adult use beverages. Gross margin is up 35% from 30%. Net loss has improved from losing 66 million to $4 million. EBITDA actually subsequently improved from a loss to about $3 million. Good job. Sales momentum increasing 18% in Canada, Alberta, Ontario, British Columbia. Very good move. We made extraordinary gains towards profitability this quarter. This is our 6th sequential quarter. Yes, I agree with that. So actually, for Hexo, we have already been bullish ever since 58 cents, 59 cents. Currently, yes, we have some clients selling at about $1.20 when it rose there. But I think that this move here about $1 is really more a buy more. So even if it goes a sell off again here at about $1.30, eventually I think this would move in the next 5 to 6 months or even like next year to about a $2 move. So from $1 below all the way to 70 cents, keep on accumulating. We have more arrows buying here and a little bit of trimming if you want to really sell at 130, 160, and $2. That's one name that I'm looking at. All right, there's more cannabis names that I want to share. This one, guys. Ta-da! Okay, so 3 cannabis SPACs to consider for 2021. I already mentioned Silver Spike. You could see that the company already has 4,000 clients on monthly subscription bundle plans with about $3,000 monthly revenue. So that's a very, very huge percentage, very strong consumption. Take note as well about this company. It says here, Clever Leaves is going public via SAMA. It's a leader in low-cost cannabis extraction. Vertically integrated platform. They sell over herbal brands in over 10,000 retail locations. In the first half of 2020, Clever Leaves already has a partnership with CGC, the bigger one, the bigger cannabis company, to take over and enter the Latin American market. So with low-cost cannabis extraction, that means that they've got the advantage to also help all the pharmaceutical products in Europe. So very good. I think like we're gonna try to study this as well. Let's take a look at that. SAMA. There's a lot of SPACs happening, and so a lot of money that's still moving in the cannabis area. Cannabis SPACs. What else can we make money from, right? Cannabis na SPACs pa. 10 to 13, yeah. Looks like any drops here. I haven't studied this, but I'm gonna put it on my watch list. But WeedMaps, I think it's a game. Game on for WeedMaps. Also, I think this is also a game. Game on here. Subversive Capital Acquisition. They're gonna vote this December 17, and this is gonna be JayZ SPAC. So of course, you guys are aware that I've been hyping up about JayZ SPAC, aka Monograms. JayZ has already partnered with Caliva. Caliva is this one. Monogram, guys. SBVCF. This is gonna be the OTC. Right now, it's the most trusted name in cannabis. They've got a license. You've got to be 21 years old to follow them. Ticker symbol SBVCF. They've got the conference call tonight, Monogram company. You can register interactive session. You could see why this company with these hosts, chairman, can actually have a good cannabis SPAC. Subversive Capital is still just fresh. So I was watching it about 9 hours ago. So right now it's about 11 hours ago. That's low burn, cannabis perfected. Of course, for those who aren't in the know, JayZ has a product with them, Caliva, which is his own brand, Monogram. JayZ has launched his own cannabis line under the brand Monogram. Have we discussed that? Yes, guys. JayZ, Monogram, Awesome10X, kaboom. We were saying about that cannabis names are hot. We discussed October 26. So today it's about December 15, and I think that cannabis as a whole, we've been making some money here. Is it a 10x industry? My answer is yes. So there will be more. There are a lot more cannabis that are happening, but I think these SPACs are indeed one of the best names to actually enter into the cannabis SPAC market. Sean Carter, also known as JayZ, will become the Chief Visionary Officer of Subversive Capital Acquisition Corp. He has a roster of musical artists, Rock Nation. They are expecting to hit $185 million in 2020, and they're gonna have a launching of their market starting. They already hit the market on December 10. So I do believe that this one is actually worth investigating upon. All right, so you've got Cannabis SPACS, SSPK, SBVCF. Probably take a look as well on those other cannabis names that you want to study about like Hexo, right? All right, thanks, Nikki. Guys, mag-book na kayo sa Cebu para hindi na ako kabahan. What do you mean? What do you mean? WeedMaps, yep. SSPK should be invested in it. I think I'm a game. What are your inputs about SPLK and PLD? Splunk. Splunk I haven't studied. I know that it's an artificial intelligence play. I think that it's actually good, but haven't fully deep dived on it. So I hope that it actually falls so that I can enter lower. But I think it's in a good secular trend. What's PLD? What is PLD? PLD. What's this? I know nothing about this company. Prologis. What does this company do? What does this do? Prologis. Logistics Real Estate is a real investment trust investing in logistics, focusing on consumption side of the supply chain, founded 1983. Okay. So it's more about probably data centers, REITs. So okay. I mean, I don't know. I think like it's okay, pero it's not just in my watch list. In the last 10 years, what happened to this name? Probably went up, slow moving. I think it's a slow poke. Let's see. 2020 went from 76 to 96, went from 60 to 96, 100% up for the year. Well, it's not a 10x, obviously. So I guess like I'm not interested to study it. You can probably make money, but yeah, I don't know. So there, thank you very much. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and please share Awesome10X to your friends. And that's it. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.